This morning we're doing a battery swap out on this Glock 40, not the 40 caliber, but the Glock Model 40 Gen 4 with chambering in 10mm. Trijicon RMR on top, and battery's dead. Probably has been for a while, but good thing we have suppressor height sights to see through that glass. We're just going to remove this. It's a 16th hex head, and I already started breaking this free before I decided to shoot this video. But these are a taper screw here with a flat head, and there is a little nylon thread locker on there from the factory on these screws, but these screws are engineered in a way that when you tighten them, it takes about 30% more force to loosen them. So the thread locker isn't really imperative. We can talk about that another time. You want to make sure that that hex key is seated in there fully. I'm using this janky piece of equipment from a good friend of mine, giving me loads of stuff for not bringing my own equipment. But as you can see, you know, I'm dressed in a suit today, in the COVID kit, because we are social distancing. Hex head's removed. The base plate's exposed on this Glock. We're just going to swap out that battery quick like and put it back on. 2032 battery spec on it. So there's a tab here that you're going to want to put the battery into. If you try and force around that tab, you could shear it off. So you want to seat the battery in along that tab there and then finish it off. Reseat the unit. There is a O-ring seal that goes around the entire base of this, and we want to make sure that that is seated in the unit so that when we reinstall it, there is a watertight seal. So I can't remember if this head is a 16th or not. Honestly, that's going to drive me crazy. I'll look it up in a bit, and if we have a comment section, I will include information for that. All of these firearms have been cleared beforehand. I'm sure that there's some folks out there saying that I never even checked the chamber and I'm a noob, and that's just fine. Say what you will. You don't want to over tighten these. This is a really fragile head, and what will happen is they'll need to be drilled out. Remember that it takes about 30% more force to remove it than it does to tighten it. So there's a inch-pound spec. I just hand tightened it. I didn't use a torque wrench. So chastise me if you will. Can you see the dot?
Yep.
Cool. That's it.